Welcome! This video introduces the OECD's PISA for Schools project. You'll hear educators from around the world sharing their insights into how assessment data from PISA for Schools contributes to their schools' efforts to raise students' learning outcomes and well-being. But first, let's hear from Andreas Schleicher, the OECD's Director for Education and Skills.
Our regular PISA assessment looks at school systems from 33,000 feet above the ground, giving you the big picture of how education systems compare in terms of the quality or equity in their learning outcomes. Now, PISA for Schools brings you down to earth, giving schools the tools to compare their own learning outcomes and also their learning environments to other schools and other countries using the global PISA framework.
So what are the main characteristics of the PISA-based test for schools?
It's a way for you to measure, to explore, and to act. You can measure how well your students are able to apply the knowledge they have to novel circumstances. It's a competence-based assessment based on PISA, the world's leading instrument for assessing student outcomes.
Now we'll hear educators from the United States of America, Spain, and Brazil sharing how they used their PISA for Schools results. Let's start with John Campbell from Gwinnett County in the U.S.
Hi, I'm John Campbell, a retired principal with Gwinnett County Public Schools, which is a large 180,000 student district outside Atlanta, Georgia. We are a very diverse, growing urban district with over 20 large high schools. All of our high schools have participated in the PISA test for schools for 7 consecutive years. Our math data revealed students needed additional instruction in how to apply mathematical knowledge to the solution of a contextualized problem. The mathematics subscales, formulate, employ, and interpret outcomes, are specifically being referenced to guide our selection of tasks to use in our upcoming teacher training activities. We will use rich mathematical tasks that will mirror PISA-related items, coupled with engaging pedagogical strategies in our summer teacher development. Starting with a team of teachers from one school, we began the work. This team experienced great success and shared their success with other teachers. Soon, more teachers from the same school began to engage in the work. In time, the entire school experienced improved performance on state assessments. A second school engaged in the work also experienced improved student performance. Summer training, led by classroom teachers, increased our number of schools to 6. During the 2019 summer, 88 math and science teachers representing 23 schools participated in our PISA-like training. During the summer of 2020, our district math and science directors worked with teachers to deliver virtual training to 159 teachers from 20 schools.
Let's travel across the Atlantic Ocean and see how several Spanish educators have used PISA for Schools. Let's hear from Xavier Salvado from St. Peter's School and his students.
I really like PISA questions. They make our students think. They need to think, they need to connect, they need to extrapolate. So as an educator, I love the idea of my students being challenged.
We think PISA tests are reliable,
relevant,
helpful, effective,
motivating,
challenging,
communicative,
meaningful,
interesting, fair.
We have also invited educators from Colegio San José del Parque to share their experience. They were asked the following 2 questions.
Can you tell us one concrete example on how you use PISA for Schools data to make evidence-based decisions?
We introduced it to our faculty, we discussed it, and invited all the departments to join, in which allowed us to see where we need to improve.
What results did you get?
They are excellent and above your average results.
Now let's visit Pedro from Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. He will share his school's results and how he participated in peer learning activities.
Hi, I am Pedro Flexa Ribeiro. Our performance was considered very satisfactory by OECD standards and allowed us to expand our diagnosis of how to develop. This helped us to enhance the creation of new projects to encourage students to learn how to research scientifically, to exercise argumentation and elaborate social interventions. As members of the Community Forum, we took part in webinars with other school leaders, both from Brazil and from other countries, discussing our participation in the exams and their consequences.
The PISA-based test for schools is a digital assessment designed by the OECD and delivered around the globe by Janison. Wayne Houlden is the co-founder of Janison and can tell us what makes this test unique.
Janison has been building national digital assessment platforms for more than a decade now. And many of the innovations that we've created are in use inside the PISA for Schools test platform. But probably the most important feature of the platform is its capabilities with regards to digital reporting. We've been able to utilise so much of the OECD's intellectual property and Janison data management capabilities to create compelling digital reports that schools find incredibly useful.